Hey guys, this is George and I'm back with a new video. This video is going to be a huge haul video. I haven't done one of these in a while and I'm really excited to do one. A lot of stuff to go through, so if you like haul videos, if you like really long videos, you'll probably like this video because it's going to be a long, big haul video. Lots of stuff, comics, other stuff. I try and pick up stuff. I usually get it really cheap and I'll do my best to recall like the prices and why I picked it up, why it's significant and such. Some stuff was given to me, but let's just go ahead and get into it. So one of the first things I wanted to share, my wife got me this for Christmas. It is Super Smash Brothers and it is awesome. I really like it a lot. I'm not very good at it, to be honest, so I'm gonna try it. I actually just started my streaming channel and it really sucked. I crashed and burned. It just kept giving me error codes. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to fix that and we'll go from there. But this game's been a lot of fun. I just wish I knew how to play it better so I could actually be kind of competitive at it. The next thing I picked up, which is actually really cool also, I found this at Target. It was like 13 bucks. Princess Mononoke on Blu-ray. I remember seeing this as a kid and it blew me away. It was really awesome. One of the first anime feature films I'd ever seen. So I went ahead and picked it up. This next thing I got for my wife for Christmas, I'd really been wanting it and I've heard so many good things about it. Dragon Ball FighterZ for the PlayStation 4 and it looks really awesome. I've heard so many good things about it. If I can get my stream up and running, this is one of the games that I really want to play on there. But until then, well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, looking forward to playing this one. The next thing I picked up was already marked down. It was 10 bucks at Best Buy. I had a $5 coupon and so I used it. And so I got this for like 5 something. It's the Infinity War Thor. I'm actually going to take this one out of the box and stick it on my shelf. Okay, so now we're on to comics. There are a ton of comics, different locations. I'll try and remember different half-price books locations also. But the first one I believe I got in San Marcos because they usually don't bag and board their stuff. Kill or Be Killed #2. And I got this one for half of cover price. The next one I picked up, I was really shocked to find it's Ultimate Fallout #4. And this one is really significant because it is the first appearance of Miles Morales. He is another really popular alternate universe Spider-Man. And if you watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I recommend because it was such a great movie, it has a fantastic Stan Lee cameo in it, but he's the main character in that movie. So if you can, I think this is something that is just going to go up, and a lot of people are going to look for this one because he is a very popular character. The movie was great. They've already announced a sequel, I believe. I just think this is going to go up from there, and I really like Miles a lot, so I got this one for half cover price. Next one, Kill or Be Killed #1. I thought I heard this one's getting a movie. I'm not 100%. I believe this is the first print, so I was happy to pick this one up. Got it for half cover price. Next one, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur #10. And so I just really like Devil Dinosaur a lot. I don't think there's enough stuff with Devil Dinosaur in it. And so that's why I grabbed this one. And also really like Miss Marvel. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur #13. I got this one also for half cover price, and I don't know if it's significant. I think it is the first appearance of a certain character, but I'm not 100% on that one. These books I've been hearing are, I don't know if they're heating up, but I think a lot of people are picking up whenever they find them. Bloodstrike #1. I got this one for 50 cents in the clearance section at Half Price Books. And I believe it's significant because Rob Liefeld, I believe his studios, his comic book characters from Image, have been optioned by Netflix. So I think they have his properties in the works. And I think Bloodstrike is going to be one of those properties. And this is his first appearance, so that's why this one's significant. This one was also in the clearance section. The Clone Conspiracy, Dead No More, #3. This is a variant cover. And I do like it because it has Cyclops. And Cyclops is, I think, Cyclops is probably my favorite X-Man. But I got this one for 50 cents. This next one, Fantastic Four #296. It is in really nice shape. I got that one for half cover price. The next one I got, All New X-Men #8. And I got this one for 50 cents in the clearance section. Another book I actually mentioned in one of my comics to watch video is Huck. I think that one is a big thing. I picked this one up for 50 cents. Huck #4. And I really think that storyline can go somewhere, especially because Mark Millar, he also has projects in development on Netflix, I believe, and they are actively working on his properties, and I think Huck is going to be a big one, so whenever I see these, I'm going to pick them up. This next one that I got, I thought was really interesting. It is a Valiant comic book, and I got in the clearance section for 50 cents, but it's a newsstand edition. I've heard there's a lot of interest in newsstand editions, so I'm really keeping an eye out for those now. And this one, I think, is maybe one of the rare books, just because The Visitor, I don't remember hearing much about him. I mean, of course, with Valiant books, there was Turok, there was Exo Manowar, there was Magnus Robot Fighter. I think this is one of the characters who came in later in Valiant's era. And so, I don't know, it might be more significant, but it was 50 cents, so I picked it up. The next book I got, I'm a huge fan of Joe Madureira. I love Battle Chasers, and I wish that series would somehow continue. I actually picked up the game on PS4, but I didn't really like the game, unfortunately. But I do still love the comics, and I got this one, Battle Chasers Prelude, and I got it for 50 cents, and it was in the clearance section. I saw it, and I knew I had to pick it up. The next one that I got is another really interesting book, because it's a Rob Liefeld property, and his properties are having a lot of heat around them right now. And it is Youngblood #1. I think this is also the first published Image book. I thought I heard that somewhere. I'm not 100% on that. I thought it might have been Darker Image #1, but I could be wrong. And if you do know, please let me know in the comment section, because I'd like to know that for sure, or at least have a better idea of what it's about. But this is Youngblood. I believe this is their first appearance, and it's a Rob Liefeld property. So who knows where this one could go. The next one I picked up, really cool cover, and that's why I got it. Invincible Iron Man #1. I believe this is the Joe Quesada cover, so that's why I grabbed this one. And I paid half cover price. This next one is a really tragic comic book cover. It's Uncanny X-Men #6, but it is the second printing variant, and you can see why it's kind of tragic. Nightcrawler actually ends up sacrificing himself, and, well, basically we see his dead body there. I paid half cover price for this one, and it's in nice shape, so I was glad to pick it up. So something I've been trying to do anytime I go somewhere, if I'm looking through the bins, you know, I'm actively thinking about what could be developed, because there's so many comic book properties that could be developed. And one of them, J. Michael Straczynski's Midnight Nation #1. I remember wanting to read this series when I would see it in the Wizard Comics price guide, but I never got a chance to read it. I don't know much about it, to be honest. I know J. Michael Straczynski, he's a prolific writer, and so I saw this one for 50 cents and I thought I'd take a chance on it. I don't think there's any buzz on this property right now, but that doesn't mean there won't be, so I got it for 50 cents. Another one that I've been seeing a lot of, and I just pick up, especially when I see them for 50 cents, is Peter Panzerfaust. Whenever I see these books, I try to pick them up, especially if I can get them cheap, because I think that run and that story is kind of, I don't know if it's rare or it's just something that was not on a lot of people's radars. So whenever I see it, I do try and pick it up. And the next one is another 50-cent Peter Panzerfaust book. Now this one, I knew I wanted to pick up when I saw it, and I got it for half cover price. New Avengers #3 with that really awesome Sentry cover. You know, these next two books, I haven't heard if there's any real heat around them or anything like that, but I remember loving this series the most whenever I was a kid. I thought this was my favorite Image property of all of them. You know, in the 1990s, when Image first started and releasing their books, they had Spawn, they had Savage Dragon, they had Youngblood, they had Bloodstrike. Well, the books that I really liked the most were Jim Lee's Wildcats. So I do believe these are their first appearance, and I do try and pick them up whenever I can find them. I think someday these do have potential, especially if they get a movie deal and it's a popular movie. Well, these can definitely be in demand by collectors. So whenever I see these, I do pick them up. I got them both for half of cover price. The next one I grabbed, I'm a big Batman Beyond fan. I really like the character a lot, and so I got this one for half cover price. I'm honestly not sure if there's anything significant about this one. I did see the Mask of the Phantasm on there, and I think they're trying to bring that character more prevalently into the main DC universe. So who knows, it could be like a situation with like Harley Quinn, I think Livewire. So who knows. And the stuff that I got, this is over the course of a long time. I haven't done a haul video in a while. So this isn't like something I just went out and got all at once. And I'm actually trying to cut back on comics just because it's a lot. It takes up a lot of space. Those of you who have been collecting for a while know what I'm talking about. It can get to be a headache. And so I still love comics a lot, but I'm definitely trying to cut back. But I did pick these up. So next one, Incredible Hulk Annual number 15. and it has a really cool cover of the Hulk taking on the Abomination. Another really cool cover, I don't know, man, the Punisher, he's always, like, he's never afraid of anybody. And, you know, this cover tells you that because it's an Incredible Hulk comic, but who's trying to go up against him? The Punisher. The Punisher doesn't care. He'll take on anybody. And I got this one for half cover. The next book I picked up is Spawn number 7. These early Spawn books are really interesting. They're still actually very affordable. I don't really see, unless they're like a newsstand variant, I don't really see them going for too much, even number 1. With that being said, Spawn is getting a new movie coming soon. He's already got one movie, he's getting another one. He was the most popular Image character in the 1990s, the early 1990s. In my mind, Spawn is the Spider-Man and the Superman of Image. So I am trying to find the early books. Whenever I see the early books, I'm going to pick them up. So that's why I grabbed this one. Got it for half cover price. And here's another Spawn book. This is a really cool Spawn number 8. For those of you who don't know, if you see a lot of comic covers that kind of look like this one, where they're like crouching really low, it's an homage cover to Spider-Man. But they do it on a lot of different ones, a lot of different comic book covers. And this is another one, kind of an earlier one, but Spawn number 8. I got it for half cover. This next book is kind of interesting because, well, it's 2. There was 2 books in one bag. So Sex Criminals number 1, I honestly don't know what the premise of this is. I guess I should look into it. But yeah, I think it's going to be a big deal. I think it's already been optioned for film, but I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, I got this one. This is the Image first comic book. But the next one on behind it is Sex Criminals number 2. And that is the first print, I believe. So I got these both for either 50 cents or half of this one. I can't remember. Another one that I picked up, Batman White Knight number 2. This is the second printing of this book, but it does have a really cool cover, and it is a really interesting Batman storyline. So I got this one for half cover price. Another book that I'm really enjoying, and I like it a lot, I especially like this cover art, Super Sons number 1. Has really nice cover art, and I really like the dynamic between these 2 characters. It's interesting, their friendship. So I paid half cover price for this one. This next book was really weird. I didn't know it existed until I found it. But it's kind of interesting. It's Marvel Boy Genesis Edition. And I don't really know much about it at all, to be honest. I think this is like a sketchbook of Marvel Knights. I did do some recon on it afterwards, and I looked it up and got some information on it. But I don't think there's anything too significant unless Marvel Boy blows up, which there's always that potential for the character. I just think this is kind of an interesting find. I actually paid $1.49 for this one. This is one of the ones that actually had a cover price. Okay, so so we're actually going to another location. This is a Half Price Books in Austin, and I picked up most of these there. I'll let you know when we go to a different location. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 338, and I paid $1 for this one. It looks like it's in very nice shape, and I was really happy to add this to the collection because I didn't have this one before. And here's another really cool one. I think this is a newsstand edition, Amazing Spider-Man 337, with a really cool Sinister Six cover, so I was really happy to grab this one. Another really awesome book, Amazing Spider-Man number 342. I also got this one for $1. Amazing Spider-Man 348 with the Avengers. Really cool cover, paid $1. Next one I picked up, Incredible Hulk number 349. I paid $1 for that one. The next one I got, Incredible Hulk 374. I paid $1 for that one. And this one looks like a cool Rumble cover. It looks like Hulk is taking on the Thing. And then you see like a shadow in the background or a silhouette. It looks like it could be Wolverine. I'm not sure if he makes an appearance in this one, but anytime the Hulk goes head to head with another superhero, I'm there because it's usually a really cool battle. And I do love the Thing a lot too, so I got this one for $1. The next one that I got for $1, Punisher War Journal number 2. This one has an appearance from Daredevil, and I think it's also a newsstand edition, I believe. This next one I picked up is Punisher War Journal number 7, and it has a really awesome Wolverine versus Punisher cover. Again, anytime heroes fight, it's usually a really interesting battle, and that's why I grabbed this one. A really awesome Jim Lee cover too, so I paid $1 for that one. These next books, I was really shocked to find. I found them in the same location. I usually don't go into the really expensive comics. They usually have a certain section where they have expensive comics. But I got these. These were reasonably priced, and I was really happy to find them. Captain America and the Falcon number 134. I paid $3 for that one. This one I thought was too cool to leave behind, It's not in the best of shape, but it has a really awesome cover, and I paid $4 for it. But it's Tomb of Dracula, number 44. But what's really interesting about this one is Doctor Strange is kicking Dracula's butt, and he is riding a horse while doing it. So it's just a really awesome battle cover, and that's why I grabbed this one. The next one I picked up, I paid $4 for this one. Captain America number 133. Really awesome classic cover. I'm always happy when I can find these retro Cap books. And I'm not sure why this one's out of bag and board. I really need to put it back into bag and board. But Captain America number 132. And this is a really awesome cover also. I can't remember how much I paid for this one. I'm assuming it's at least $5. I think some of them I paid more for, and I think this was one of them. Captain America number 121. I honestly don't know why this one was priced at $1, but when I saw it, I just grabbed it. And here are some more Amazing Spider-Man books. Amazing Spider-Man number 240. What was really impressive about these books is that they're in really nice shape for being older books. And so that's why I picked them up. I paid $3 for that one. Amazing Spider-Man number 339. I paid $1 for that one. The Walking Dead number 154. This is the first appearance of a significant character. I think it's Beta, and you can see Beta on the cover there. I found this one. I think this is a second printing, but I got it for 50 cents. Southern Bastards number 2. And here's another 50-cent book. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Flaming Carrot number 3. And I paid 50 cents for that one. This is another one of the Image titles. If I see it, I'm going to pick it up. I don't think there's a lot of heat around this one. I don't think there's any sort of movie deals for Savage Dragon right now. But he's just a really cool character. He is one of the earliest Image characters. Along with Spawn, I think him and Spawn are the only characters who still have ongoing series. So Savage Dragon number 1. And I saw this one. I love this miniseries. So whenever I see it, I pick it up. Hit Girl number 4. And I got this one for 50 cents. And here's another one of those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Flaming Carrot number 1 team-up book. Has a really interesting cover. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Flaming Carrot number 2, also 50 cents. Here's another really interesting book. This is the first appearance of Gen 13. I paid 50 cents for this one. So if you want to find something that's usually very cheap and a first appearance, Deathmate Black is the first appearance of Gen 13. So that might be one that you want to track down. Gen 13's always been a really cool, interesting group. Who knows if they can become really popular in the future? I don't know, but this is something that's usually really easy to find. So Half Price Books usually has a lot of sales. I usually try and save like the coupons that they give out for like bigger purchases or more costly purchases. I saw this one and I knew I had to pick it up. I love the cover art. Star Wars Tales Volume 1, and that is an incredible Darth Vader cover. It says it's $9.98, but I might have got it for less if I used that coupon, but I can't remember how much. So it's just a really incredible cover. I love these Star Wars tales. So I hope you're still there with me. If you are, thank you. I know this is a really long video, and I hope you enjoy hauls because that's what this is, a huge haul. And there's still a lot to go. So we'll go ahead and start off, and thank you again if you're still with me. So this is from the Austin Half Price Books location. We went over some of those. We're back at that location. I paid $4 for this one, and it's Amazing Spider-Man number 199. There's two really interesting things about this. One, it's in really nice shape, and two, it's a newsstand edition. So I saw and I picked it up. It's a really cool book, and Mysterio. And if you're wondering why I mentioned Mysterio, well, Spider-Man Far From Home, the main villain in the movie is Mysterio. So I don't know if these books are gonna get a lot more interest in them. Next one, Amazing Spider-Man number 164. This one isn't in the best of shape, but it is a newsstand edition, and I think I have another copy of this one, but it's in worse shape, so this would be an upgrade for me. I paid $3 for that one. The next book I picked up, Ice Cream Man, issue number 2. This is the second printing. I think what's significant about this one is it right off the bat it became a really popular book, and I think it's already been optioned for film possibly. It has a creepy cover too. I paid half cover price for that one. Here's another one that's really nice. I think this is also a newsstand edition, and it is in pretty good shape, and the colors look really great. Amazing Spider-Man number 197, Spider-Man vs. Kingpin, and I paid $4 for that one. Another really cool newsstand book. I paid $4 for this one. Amazing Spider-Man number 198, and it is in very nice shape. I picked up Hex number 1 for $1, and it does appear to be in really nice shape. I don't know much about this book, but if I can find a number 1 cheap, I'm more than willing to take a chance on it. The next one has a really awesome cover, and I believe it's a newsstand edition. And so I was really happy to find this one. I'm a big fan of Michael Turner. He passed away, but he is a really famous comic book illustrator, and I love his work. So whenever I see him, I pick him up. And this is an amazing Flash cover. The Flash number 207, really awesome cover. I paid $1.50 for that one. Something that was really cool about the San Antonio location is that they had a big run of Batman books. I'm not sure if I had just missed if maybe they had put out number 1, and by Batman I mean the New 52 Batman, but there were a lot of the other earlier issues. So Batman number 4, I paid $1.50 for that one. Batman number 5, I paid $1.50 for that one. Batman number 3, paid $1.50 for that one. Batman number 2, I paid $1.50 for that one. This next book was also kind of interesting. I was hoping that I would find the other books, but I mean, just finding this one's cool too. Deadpool number 3. This is part of the limited series, and I paid $1.50 for that one. It was just sitting there. I was surprised to find it. I'm wondering if maybe some of the other books were there and they grabbed them all, but this one was placed differently. The next one I got for $1.50. It has a really nice cover, Spawn number 97, and I believe this is a variant cover. Well, I'm not sure if it's a variant cover, but it's a really cool Angela cover. She is no longer at Image. She is crossed over to Marvel, which I don't think there's... That's just some crazy company crossover type of stuff, and I don't think she'll be going back to Image probably ever again. So all of this character's appearances in Image, well, we won't be getting any more of that character there, so I thought that was kind of interesting. This next one I got, really awesome cover, Spawn number 100, and I paid $1.50 for that one. Really awesome Spawn cover. This next book that I picked up is like a holy grail for me. I was so excited to find it. I actually told my wife about it because I was like, look, babe. Like, I was pretty excited. It's not in the best of shape. You'll see in a moment. It looks really good and it's going to present really well, but I'll show you. It has kind of some major weird flaw to it. But it's Avengers King Size Special number 3. And it's just a really awesome cover. I love that Captain America is so prevalent on this cover. Captain America is probably my favorite Marvel character, and I love that he's prevalent on this cover. And you also get to see the other Avengers, and it's just a really awesome, awesome cover. I say awesome, but I really mean awesome because it is such a great cover. I'm not sure if this is a John Buscema cover or Jack Kirby. I apologize. I'm not sure if it's Jack Kirby or John Buscema. So I do apologize, I don't know for sure. But let me point out what I'm mentioning here. See, along the corner here, it's really strange. I'll try and... I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but somehow, I don't know how it happened, but these corners have been eaten away or chipped away, and it's gone all the way through to the back of the book. It's basically, it looks to me like it's eroding. I don't know if it's going to affect the rest of the book, but for now, it looks really great, and I got it for cheap because I think I had a coupon for this one also, so I'm pretty sure I got it less than $6.50, but I was just really happy to find it, and it does present really well, and for me, it's a grail book. There's a few books that I'm still trying to track down, and for me, this is one of the books that I've always wanted, so I was happy to find this one. Justice League number 41. I paid $1.49 for this one, and it is the Jokerized variant. Harley Quinn number 8, and I paid $1.50 for that one. Rocket Raccoon number 1. I paid $1.50 for that one. And this is a really cool cover. I'm surprised I didn't have these books before, but I'm glad that I do now because Alex Ross artwork is amazing. I'm such a huge Alex Ross fan. And it's Marvel's, I'm not sure which issue this is, but it's I paid $1.50 for this one, and it's Marvel's. I don't know if it's number 4, I think. The next one I picked up, one of the really cool things that I thought the New 52 did is they had a lot of interesting variants, and one of the really cool lines of variants that they did was the movie variant, where they take the characters and they put them in like movies, and there's one where Superman and Doomsday or Bill and Ted. Well, I thought this one was really cool. It's Sinestro. I'm not sure which number this one is, but they did it with Sinestro, and I think this is supposed to be like Westworld or something like that, because he's like an android or something. I think that's John Yul Brynner, I think. But I paid $1.50 for this one. It's in really nice shape, and it's a really cool cover. Here's another really cool book. When I see these, I pick them up. If you see my other haul videos, you've seen this one before because I just pick them up whenever I can. It's a really cool Spider-Man Black Cat cover, and it's Spider-Man and the Black Cat #3. And the next one I picked up, I got it because it is a Scotty Young cover art, and I like Scotty Young a lot. So it's Marvel Adventures Spider-Man #59, and it's a cool Scotty Young cover with Spider-Man taking on the X-Men. Next one I picked up, Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows #1. I paid $2 for that one. Here's another one I picked up. Miss Marvel properties are really hot right now. Captain Marvel's coming out, but also there's rumors about maybe Miss Marvel getting something in the works. It's not out of the question because Miss Marvel's a really popular character in her own right alongside Captain Marvel. So whenever I see her stuff, I try and pick it up, especially her earlier stuff. So Miss Marvel #8, and I love this cover. Here's another Miss Marvel book, Miss Marvel #1. I think this is her second series, and I paid $1.50 for that one. And here's another Miss Marvel #7. I paid $1.50 for that one. Has a very funny cover. I paid $1.50 for this one. It's kind of a strange Harley Quinn cover where there's like blood everywhere and puppies and cats and maybe squirrels. It's just a weird cover, but I liked it, so I got it. Justice League versus Suicide Squad #1. I paid $1.50 for that one. Has a very nice cover. And here's another fun cover. Harley Quinn #10, and I guess this is like a Christmas issue. I paid $1.50 for that one, and that one also has a really funny cover. So here's another really cool book. They had the entire run. If I would have known these books were that rare and in demand, I probably would have tried to pick up more of these books. But what I did get is Futurama Comics #1. It is in extremely good shape, and it's just a really cool book. I love Futurama. It has so many great hilarious episodes as well as kind of sad and tragic episodes, but it's just a really great series. If you haven't seen Futurama, I definitely think you should give it a chance, and I paid $1.50 for this one. Batman #27, I paid $1.50 for this one. The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows #1. I think this is like the second series. I paid $2 for this one, and it is in really nice shape. And here's one, Star Wars 3rd printing #6, and I paid $1.49 for that one. And here's Batman #38. I paid $1.49 for that one. It's a really cool Batman cover with the Joker. This next book I was actually blown away to see. I don't think there's anything significant about it other than it has an amazing cover, and I really love this cover a lot. I just think it looks awesome. It's Star Wars Darth Vader #18, and I paid $1.49 for it. And I just think that cover is just fantastic. This next book I thought was really interesting to find. I didn't have this one before either. It's Marvel's #0, and I paid $1.50 for that one. I think the next books I'll let you know about. These kind of came in like a group pack or something like that. Some of the ones I didn't want, and I'm not really showing those, but the ones that I'm going to keep because I really like. Samurai Jack #8, and it's Samurai Jack and the Scotsman teaming up. It's a really cool book. And the pack that I got in, I think it was like 20 comics for $5 or something like that. X Factor #38. New Mutants #97. New Mutants #93. A really cool battle cover between Cable and Wolverine. And another really cool book in nice shape that I was surprised to find and to get at a reasonable price. The Amazing Spider-Man #243. I paid $3 for this one, and it is in fantastic shape also. And this next one is a variant cover, Batman White Knight #8. Has a really cool Joker Harley Quinn cover, so I liked it and I went ahead and picked it up. I paid half cover price for that one. This next book, I love the Preacher series. I have this issue, but the cover's kind of messed up, so I wanted a better cover, and I paid half cover price for this one, and I absolutely love this cover. It's Preacher #56, and it's the yearbook group picture. It's just a really funny cover and a really awesome book, so I was really happy to find this one. The next one I picked up is a key issue. I believe this is the first appearance of Alpha. She's a character who's going to be very important going forward on The Walking Dead, I think, a major villain type of scenario. And I paid $2 for this one, The Walking Dead #132. And this next one I don't think is significant at all. I just really like the cover, and I'm still a big X-Men fan. I got this one for $1.49, X-Men #70. And all new X-Men #1, I paid $1.49 for this one. And I don't think I had this one before, so that's why I grabbed this one. And this one has a really fun cover. I'm not sure if there's anything significant about it, but it's a cool cover. Hawkeye versus Deadpool #2. And this next one, I'm not sure where or when I picked this one up. I can't remember. It was a half-price book, but I'm not sure what location. It is The Incredible Hulk #154, and it is in pretty good shape. And it looks like the Hulk is taking on Ant-Man. I think I paid $10 for that one. So I picked up Miss Marvel #6. This is from the Civil War event. Here's another really cool book. I'm not sure what number it is because I think the number's covered. But I love Crypto, and whenever I see it, I'm going to pick it up. So Superman, Dog of Steel. And that is a really awesome Crypto cover. The next one I picked up, there was a lot of buzz about this. It's just supposed to be a really fun and funny book. I paid $1.49 for this one. It is formerly known as the Justice League #1. And the next books I picked up, I got from my local comic book shop. I have two. One is in New Braunfels, Blitzkrieg Comics. The other one is in San Marcos, Comic Relief. And that's where I got these. So I got Spider-Geddon #4. And this is a variant cover. Really awesome cover. I'm not sure. I didn't think the illustrator's Marko Djurjevic. I apologize if I didn't pronounce that right. But I paid cover price. And I picked up Uncanny X-Men #1. This is a variant cover. And I'll show you, it has the backside also on there. I got this one for $3.99. I think these were marked down because it's damaged. In the corner there's some damage here. But it presents really well. It's still a really nice book. And so I was happy to pick it up. The next book I picked up, I absolutely love this cover. I'm a big fan of Superman. I'm a big fan of Christmas. And when you put the two together, you get a really awesome comic cover. And I paid cover price for that one. And it's just a really nice cover of Superman delivering Christmas presents to kids. This next one I was really surprised to find just because it's Venom, but it has the X-Men. And it's a J. Scott Campbell cover. For whatever reason, they decided to put an X-Men variant on Venom. But it's a really cool cover. J. Scott Campbell, I liked it, so I went ahead and picked it up. I paid $1.99 for that one. The next one I picked up, I paid cover price for, and it is a very nice cover. I believe it's an Art Germ cover. And it's Supergirl #20. And I really like this next cover also. It's Action Comics #1002. Really awesome Superman cover. Paid cover price. And I also picked up this next book. Anybody who read Dark Knight's Metal knows that one of the really cool, interesting characters was the Man Who Laughs. So whenever he got his own series, I decided to pick it up. And I paid cover price for that one. And another book that I picked up, Spider-Geddon #5. This is that variant cover. I believe from Marko Djurjevic, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Very nice cover. Paid cover price for that one. And here's another really cool book. This is Captain America #6. And I really like this cover a lot. It is an Alex Ross cover. And it also commemorates Stan Lee, who passed away. And it's just an incredible Captain America cover. So I'll let you go ahead and see that. It's a very nice cover. I paid cover price for that one. I found this Miss Marvel #3, and I paid $1.50 for that one. I really love Invincible. That series recently ended not that long ago, and I'm kind of sad about that just because I thought it had so much potential to keep going, and I really wanted it to keep going. But it did end, and I like the series a lot. If I can, I do want to try and get that whole run, and so whenever I see these, I pick them up. Invincible #128, paid $1.50 for that one. Miss Marvel #4. I paid $1.50 for that one too. And here's another one I got for $1.50. Miss Marvel #2. And Miss Marvel #1. This is a second printing variant. Got it for $1.50. And the next one I picked up is Return of Wolverine #1. I paid $2.50 for this one, and it's a variant cover. The retro Wolverine variant cover. So it's really cool. So if you've stuck with me through all of this, we are actually in the home stretch. There's still a lot to go, but we're almost there, and I really hope you enjoy seeing all these interesting books. So these actually, I don't know why they came together, but Batman and Robin Adventures #2, and these were all grouped together, so I just bought them all at once. Batman Adventures #33, and this is a DC Universe cover, DC Universe edition variant. And this is just a really incredible cover. I love this cover so much. maybe this is one of my favorite Wonder Woman covers, Legends of the DC Universe #4, and that's just an incredible cover. And here's another one. This one's kind of interesting and weird. Earth-Shattering Disasters #28. Oh no, it's DC Special Earth-Shattering Disasters #28, and I paid, yeah. Captain America #145. Here's another book that a lot of people are keeping their eye out for. Youngblood #3. This is the first appearance of Supreme. And I believe this character is also fairly significant for the same reason as the other characters I mentioned about like Rob Liefeld. I believe this is a Rob Liefeld creation. And all of the properties, there's a lot of interest in all of his properties. So whenever I see this one, I pick it up. I got this one for 50 cents. Another series that I think has a lot of potential, and I think when it finally does come out on TV, because I really think it will, because it's just too good not to come out on TV or have its own series, is Chew. So whenever I see these, I pick them up. I got this one for 50 cents. Chew #34. Chew #33, and I got that one for 50 cents also. Chew #36, and I paid 50 cents for that one also. This next one I didn't have before, so I was happy to find, and it is a really cool, I believe it's a J. Scott Campbell cover. It's Amazing Spider-Man #500. This next one's really interesting. I've never seen it before in the wild, and when I found it, I grabbed it. I paid half cover price for this one. Harvey and Ivy #1. Really fun cover too. This next one I found was really interesting. It was the only one there. I was hoping to see more Deadpool books, but this was the only one that was there. Deadpool #51. Here's another interesting book. Best of the Brave and the Bold #2. And it's Batman and the Flash. And I paid a half cover price for that one. I can't remember if these next two are significant. It's Superman and Batman. And here's #8. And then here's #9. And I think these are significant because they introduce a version of Supergirl that's really popular. But I'm not 100%. If somebody knows exactly why these are so popular, if they are in fact popular, you can leave in the comments section. I'd really appreciate that. This next book I didn't have before. I don't know why I didn't have it before, but it's just an awesome cover, and you'll know why in a moment. It's Avengers JLA #44, and just look at that. Superman carrying Mjolnir and Captain America's shield. It's just awesome. And so, fantastic cover. I paid half cover price for this one. This next one I picked up was pretty interesting also because it's a variant cover, and I hadn't seen it before. Superman Unchained, the New 52 #1. And it says it's a 1 in 25 variant. Somebody posted that sticker. I guess it was purchased at a comic book shop or something like that. The next one I found, She-Hulk #1. It has a really nice cover, and I was happy to find that one. Paid half cover price. Another one that I picked up, Amazing Spider-Man #1. I paid half cover price for that one. And this next book that I found, I was surprised to find. I didn't have this one before. Batman #426, and this one's significant because it is an important Batman storyline, Death in the Family. I paid half cover price for that one. And this next one I picked up, I'm not sure if it's like the first appearance of this character, but a lot of people really like Gotham by Gaslight, and so that's why I picked this one up, and I paid half cover price for that one. And this next one, New Suicide Squad #1. Paid half cover price for that one. This next one has a really awesome Superman cover, and I paid half cover price for this one. It is The Adventures of Superman #424, and I believe it's a newsstand variant also. I paid half cover price for that one. And anytime I find these, I'm going to pick them up. X-Force #2, second appearance of Deadpool. I paid half cover price for that one. These next ones, a lot of people really like the all-new Wolverine run. It introduced some really popular characters also, so whenever I find these earlier issues, I'm going to try and pick them up. It's all-new Wolverine #5. And I think I paid half cover price for all of these. All-new Wolverine #7. All-new Wolverine #6. And this next one, I'm not sure if it's significant, but it does have a really cool cover. Extraordinary X-Men #12. I think it might be significant because it has like some other new Horsemen of Apocalypse. This next one I paid a half cover price for. Uncanny X-Men #239, and it is in very nice shape also. This next one is a second printing, but sometimes the second printings can be more elusive or harder to find than the first printings. And this is the first appearance of a huge X-Men character, a very popular character, Uncanny X-Men number 282. The next books I picked up are from my local comic book shop. I believe the one in New Braunfels, Blitzkrieg Comics. If you're in New Braunfels or in that area, you should definitely check one out. Very cool comic book shop. The owner is very nice and very friendly. And I can say the same about the San Marcos location, Comic Relief. They're both great locations. So I would say if you can, check them out. And this is Exorcisters number 1. I actually got the first printing, or I'm not sure. I got the variant cover of this one. And I got the other variant cover. I paid cover price for this one. So I picked up both of those and both of their covers. I'm not sure if there's any heat around those or not, but it seemed kind of cool. So that's why I grabbed that one. And another one I got, I think we're back at the Austin location, is Ice Cream Man number 2. I think this is the first printing. I paid $2 for that one. And another one that I was shocked to find, especially for $1, because I think this book is actually kind of valuable now, or expensive, and it's in very nice shape. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1. This next book I picked up, I don't know much about. I know Eric Powell has a lot of like creatures that are really popular, characters he's created. I don't know much about this character, but it's Chimichanga number 1, and I paid $1.50. I'm honestly not sure if this is the first appearance of this character or not, but for $1.50 I was willing to take a chance on it, so that's why I grabbed this one. And so the next stuff, this will show you how far back this was, because this next stuff came from the October Comics Fest. I went to both the San Marcos and New Braunfels location and picked up some stuff. And this one came from the New Braunfels location. He just had stuff out there and he was just giving it out, and he was really cool about it. And one of them is this Infinity War poster. And it's super cool. And I was, yeah. Well, so as you can see, yeah, that's the Infinity War poster, and it's pretty high quality. It has been folded up, but that's how I got it, I guess. And it's really nice, so that's why I was glad to grab that one. And so that was free, and I was happy to pick this one up. I also picked up Raven the Pirate Princess, issue number 1, and that's from Action Lab. And I also picked up Thor Road to War of the Realms. Really awesome cover. I'm not sure who the illustrator is, but it was really nice. But yeah, Halloween Comics Fest, that was way back in October. I also picked up Jughead the Hunger. And so, yeah, it's a really cool cover also. And the other one I picked up is Hellboy, and another Comics Fest cover. And then I also purchased these. These were Hit Girl number 2. I don't know if this is a variant cover, but it's a really cool cover, and I paid cover price for that one. Actually, I think he was having like a sale, so I might have got this one for a little bit less. The other one I picked up, really incredible cover. I'd love to frame this one. Green Lantern number 56. It's like a interesting kind of holographic cover. Really nice, and I think I got that one for a little bit less than cover because he had that sale. These next ones I think I got from the South Austin Half Price Books location. Bloodshot number 1. I paid $2 for this one. This book right here I think is going to blow up. I think a lot of people, especially if the movie that's coming out with Vin Diesel, I'm not sure when it's coming out, but there is going to be a movie and Vin Diesel is the lead in that movie. If it is a really good movie, then this book I think will see a lot of people going after it. And he's a really cool character too. A lot of people really like Bloodshot, so I think there's a lot of really interesting things on the horizon for this character. And so whenever I see these, I pick them up. This is not the first appearance, but it is their first solo series, so it is a significant book too. Another one I picked up, Lady Death number 1, I think, and I paid $1.50 for that one. Has kind of like that chromium embossed cover. It's a really nice book. And I paid $1 for this one. Batman White Knight. This is actually a free book, but I think it was like a preview of the series to come. I paid $1.50 for that one. This next book that I found, I had never seen before. I hadn't heard anything about it. This one's a really weird one. I did look it up, and it's actually a pretty rare and weird book. but you can let me know if you've seen this in the wild. I paid $4 for this one, and this one's Batman. It says Ian Timmons in His Greatest Adventure, Special Collector Edition, serial number 0006195. I think these are significant. I think these are actually specially made for certain people. I don't think these were mass produced, and so I think these are actually pretty rare and hard to find. Especially if these were given to kids. Usually kids don't really take care of comics, so who knows how many of these are out there that are actually still in good shape. But I just don't know. I'd never seen this one before, and it was kind of hard to find information on it. If you've seen these, let me know. I'd love to know, are these something that's actually pretty common in other areas of the country? This next book that I found, Stupid Comics #1 by Jim Mahfood. And what's interesting about this one, I paid $1 for it, but if you see down here, I think this was actually signed by Jim Mahfood. He does these kind of interesting comics. He has a really unique style of illustrating, and so that's why I grabbed this one. If it is a signed cover and it's just for $1, well, I'm not going to leave it there. So that's why I picked this one up. And this next one, I honestly can't remember how much I paid for this one. I think maybe like 8 or maybe even 10. But it's Invincible Iron Man #29, and it's in really nice shape. It's a very nice comic book. The illustration, the colors, everything looks very nice, and so that's why I grabbed this one. I did get this one at Half Price Books. And so these next ones I got at the Halloween Comics Fest from my local comic book shop. This is Star Wars Reads free previews, and that was free. I think the reason I really wanted this one also is because Darth Maul. It's just a really cool cover. The next one I picked up, I love this cover so much. And this is something that I also want to maybe frame, like that Green Lantern cover. Action Comics #1004. And it's this chromium cover, but it's just a beautiful cover. And it's just, if I were Superman, I would think I would just fly around being fascinated by birds and ducks. And it really conveys the essence of Superman being like a really friendly, kind person who just loves life and everything like that. So I paid cover price for this one. And next one I got Danger Doll Amalgama Lives for mature readers. I don't know much about this one, but it was free, so I went ahead and grabbed it. This next one's kind of interesting also, and it's kind of backwards, so I'm wondering if it's like an anime type of comic book. It's Apisims. Really nice comic book cover art. I like it a lot, but I don't know anything about it. And then the last two on this list are kind of books that a lot of people been talking about. There's a lot of buzz about these books. And I'm not sure if they're second printings or not. I haven't looked that closely at them. But Cannibal issue #2. I got this one for $1. And this next one is Cannibal issue #1, which I also got for $1. And I think there's a lot of interest in these books. If you know more about them, if you've read them, you can always let me know in the comment section what you think about the books. But that's it. If you made it this far, wow, that's such a long video. And I'm glad you stuck with me. If you didn't, then you can always watch it again later if you want to. But I really enjoy watching other people's haul videos. I hope you enjoyed watching this haul video. Tons of stuff. And I am actually cutting back. I know it's a lot of stuff, but this was a lot of stuff gathered over time. I've been doing a lot of different types of comic book videos. I hadn't done a haul video in a long time, and I think there's people who actually really like the haul videos, so I wanted to do one of those for those people. But the other stuff that I'm trying to do are more other kind of comic book related, like talking about comic books and such. If you like those sort of videos, they're also available. But I think if I still do buy comics and I gather them, I'll try and do a haul video in the future if I can. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, thank you so much for watching.